It blesses you. See, when you know if it is cursing you, then it is cursed by the harvest.
Come on.
Right.
Come on, sir.
And when you know that if somebody is blessing you, the blessings of God is walking with them. When you know that and you understand how important you are in God's plan, it'll make us bold.
Come on, sir. Yes, it will.
Because, do you understand when you're walking after Jesus, and it makes me draw up when I see all these people that is lambasted Tebow.
Come on.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because the curse is not on Tebow.
Come on.
Amen.
The curse is on them.
Yes, it
Right.
is.
But when you see this and you know that when they're cursing you because you're walking after God, that the curse is coming on them, then you can understand where the world's at.
Come on, sir. Come on.
It's because they cursed those that brought the truth.
Yes, sir.
And so the curse has found them.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
The curse has found them. That's the reason Jesus told us to bless them that curse you. Because he understood without you, and if they're cursing you without you blessing them, they're lost.
Yes.
Oh, for the people, sir.
They're lost. You are important. The most important thing in God's mind this morning is you.
Yes. Yes.
It's his people.
Amen.
You've got to understand how important you are in his mind,
Amen.
in his heart.
Yes.
Because when we understand our importance to him, folks, he'll become more important to us.
What a mighty God. What a mighty God.
And when God becomes your most important thing in your life,
Come on. Come on. It'll show up.
it'll show up in what you do and what you say and how you act. Folks, it showed up.
Yes.
How important God was. I read it to you off this paper this morning.
Come on,
Yes.
sir.
Amen.
Come on.
That's how important God is to y'all.
Come on.
But
Praise you.
how important is y'all to him?
Come on.
Enough that it was in Jesus to die.
Amen. Amen.
To die.
What a
See,
king.
because the world has rejected. Look, the world cannot ever right itself while rejecting Jesus.
No.
It cannot be done.
No, it can't.
And so the curse has devoured. We are under the curse of rejection. The Jewish writers know it. And it's remarkable how so many of the Christian teachers and preachers had brought themselves to say what the truth is yet. I have read several articles that's wrote by Jewish people who absolutely said the world has come under the curse.
Right.
Yes.
Because she's rejected the blessing, folks. And Proverbs 26 and 2 tells us the curse causeless does not come. So why is it here? We just know it's here because the world has rejected Christ. And it's never more evident than in the year that we just passed through. Isaiah said this in Isaiah 24. He said, behold the Lord. And I think everybody around here knows when you see that L-O-R-D capital, when the Lord is capitalized, it means the harvest system that is working. The harvest system that is working. Behold the Lord maketh the earth empty. It maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And that shall be as with the people, so with the priest. As with the servant, so with his master. As with the maid, so with her mistress. As with the buyer, so with the seller. As with the lender, so with the borrower. As with the taker of usury, so them that give it usury. He said, they're all gone up. They're all caught up in the harvest. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken the word. The earth mourns and fadeth away. The world languishes and fadeth away. The heart of people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws. Whose laws? God's. They've changed the ordinances or the customs of the Lord. knows you don't really ever break the covenant? You break yourself against what God said. Too many people think, okay, I don't have to walk after the Lord. No, you don't. But you'll destroy yourself against what He's already said.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's like running into a brick wall and saying, one of these days I'm going to tear it down. No, one of these days it's going to tear you down.
Come on. Come on.
It says, because of these things, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell thereon are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And if you go on down and you read that whole thing, he's talking about just before the time of the coming of the Lord, the church, folks, is entering into its finest hour, but we do not need to get so caught up in what's going on around us that we lose focus on why we were called.
Come on. Amen. Amen.
We can get caught up in every time you turn the news on, there's a threat of war. So caught up that we worry instead of pray.
Yes.
We can get caught up in what we're going to do if the financial system falls. So caught up that we don't depend on Him. We try to just store up more money. See, it's in the natural man to try to work things out for himself. Folks, it hadn't worked. It is not working. We must learn to think like God told us to. We must learn to look at what is happening and ask ourselves biblically, why is it happening? But it's so much easier just to hear what people say and follow that.
Come on.
You know, I guess I've always been kind of weird anyway, but I listen to things and try to figure these things out biblically. I did that back before I understood that the only answer was biblically. I tried to figure them out my way. But if you noticed, it's got nothing to do with the message, but just to show you how the world is. Have you noticed how many people is trying to sell you gold? Every time you turn the TV on, somebody's trying to sell you gold. They'll tell you your money is worthless, so buy my gold. Send me your worthless money and I'll send you my precious gold. Something's going on, folks. Yes, a lot of people have gotten rich on gold in the time past, but the Bible talks about in the end time that your gold and silver is king.
What He said. Money failed.
See, it don't make any difference whether it's gold or whether it's your worthless money.
Come on.
This thing is coming crashing down, and you're going to need some place to stand, and His name is Jesus.
Yes. Yes. Amen.
He fed an old prophet one time with some crows.
Didn't He?
So I'm not worried about what falls. But it does amuse me how men look at things without God. Send me your worthless money, and I'll send you my precious gold. And silver too. But when this thing falls, and it will fall,
Yes, it will.
then what is precious is what the government will say is precious. You know, there was a time when you could own gold coins, dollars. What is it, the double eagle that they outlawed? I believe it was back in World War II, I. See, all that, if the government stood up tomorrow and said we're no longer going to use gold as financial backing, it would just be young metal. So we cannot heap together treasures and hope it's going to sustain us when the curse comes.
Come on, sir. Come on.
We've got to just understand that Christ died to deliver us from the curse.
Yes.
Right.
Be a part of it.
Amen.
You're not, see, we have to separate ourselves from those things that the world is bringing upon it.
Come on,
Yes.
sir. Come on.
You are in the world, but you're not of the world.
Amen. Blessed Lord.
You have been delivered from the curse.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
So don't let the curse begin to worry you.
Come on. Come on.
Begin to rejoice But this war has already been won.
Yes, it has. Oh, is his name.
At Calvary.
Yes, it
We
will.
just got to know whose soldiers we are.
That's right.
Amen.
And we can't be silent. This is not the court of law. You don't have the right to remain silent.
Amen. That's the truth. Hallelujah.
Amen.
I don't have the right to remain
Come
silent.
on, sir.
If we're going to win people, we must show people what is happening so that they can know they can't stay there, so that they'll be seeking a way of escape. The church does the world no favor by just embracing the world. See, when the world embraced homosexuality, so much of the church did too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And don't get me wrong, sin is sin. I wish all sinners of all different places in life, wherever they're at, would come and let me tell them about Jesus and get delivered. I wish they would.
Come on. Amen. Amen.
But I can't embrace their sin.
No, sir.
See, it's starting this year in California. They've already passed a law that it's mandatory that the schools
Yes, sir.
teach homosexuality.
Transgenderism.
So the children will know the good. Where is the churches?
Come on.
In
Let's
California. If somebody don't shine the light, the darkness will just take over. It's happening all across this land.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
The world cannot deliver us. We must walk in the deliverance that's
Come
already
on, sir. Pay
happening, folks. See, free speech is dying
Yes, sir.
in America.
Yes, sir.
There will come a time that what I'm telling you now will be illegal,
Yes, sir.
and I'll be an outlaw.
Even so, Lord. Come on.
Because I have nothing else to preach but the truth.
Come on, that's it. That's all.
If I preach anything else, I'm wasting your time, my time, and God's time.
Amen.
See, already in Canada, you can be arrested
Yes.
for just reading the gospel.
Yep.
Those scriptures that stands against homosexuality.
Yep.
It's a hate crime.
Yes.
And last year I saw an article where they had brought it up. Some people had brought it up. It never caught traction yet, but it will. That the Bible